This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 525. Wow. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brian.
Okay. Our batting averages are not doing well here.
No.
So far, I'm looking pretty good.
Blake is gone this week.
I'm closest without going over.
He's 0 for 2 this year.
Yeah, so far everyone is over because no one said 0%.
But should have gone $1.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
My 600 batting average is not looking good. So, shit. Anyways, so Blake's not here. Jim's not here. Jim's working. So I started Jim's. He's now 1 for 2. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. Because even fans have started doing batting averages. Brian Owl, former Canadian of the Year, has started, and I'm going to try to get his batting average here soon, what he had. But yeah, be ready. So I think he was 333.
Ooh.
I think he was.
And he went even lower than I did.
Yeah, he was pretty low. I will find out. But yes. So how are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing as well as you can do in a miserable January evening.
It's a beautiful day.
There's nothing beautiful about this day.
It's a beautiful day.
I mean, it was 50 degrees in January, so.
Yeah, the only thing good about today was that if it was colder, the rain would have been snow. So we've got that going for us.
I know, and I really wish it was snow.
Me too.
I don't.
I'll take snow all day long. Let's do this.
Okay, you get snow all day long. Just move somewhere else.
We had really pretty snow over the weekend for about 4 hours, and then it melted. Like, we actually had probably an inch and a half out here. And
Wow, I don't remember seeing any.
Yeah. Well, did you get up before 9?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, then that's why. But we went to my my daughter's basketball game at 9, and there was snow on the ground. The streets were covered. It was a little slick, not bad, but And then we went to my son's noon game or 11 o'clock game. And my youngest son's like, "Oh yeah, when we get out, I want to do a snowball fight day." I was like, "Okay." We get out at noon. There's no snow. It's all melted. Sorry about that. So, but yeah. So, did anybody watch anything?
Oh God, no! I got to go through my week. Did I watch anything?
Start thinking.
I'm caught up on Hell's Kitchen.
Ooh, is it a new season?
Yeah, but they did the Black Jackets this past episode.
Oh, okay. How exciting is that? I don't know where the Black Jacket is.
Well, see, that's when they get to like the final. Usually, it's final 5.
Okay.
Then instead of being on the red team or the blue team, they get their Black Jackets, which means they're in the top 5, and they are every man for themselves at this time.
Okay.
There's 6 this season because Gordon couldn't decide between 2 of them.
Oh,
that happens.
So that was what you're up on?
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, anything with you?
That's a great question that I can't answer right at this moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I know I watched some stuff.
This is good podcasting. I watched The Traitors. Alan Cumming is the host. It's on Peacock, where soon to be all your football games are going to be. And it's basically my favorite game show of all time. Reality show is Murder in Small Town X, where there was a murder and you had to solve it. Well, this one's a little different. There's 20 people. 10 of them are from reality shows. 10 are regular people. And as my wife and I were watching this, we watched 2 episodes last night. The first episode, we're like, I don't know who any of these reality people are.
Oh, no.
Their Big Brother.
Jim will know them.
Yeah. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, there's one. The Kings of Shahar or something like that. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, so Alan Cumming, basically, you go to this castle in Scotland, which I would have just been on the show just for that. And there's 3 traitors and 17 fellowship. And they basically, these 3 traitors are picked, and you do find out who they are, which is kind of fun. Originally, I was like, I kind of want to be a mystery. No, it's fun, like seeing them try to manipulate. And basically, they're doing these games, these mini games, to get money up to $250,000 at the end. Each night, the traitors meet secretly and pick somebody to kill. And basically, they slip a note and say, "You've been murdered." And the next day, the fellowship meet, and they try to find out who the traitors are, and they can vote somebody out if they think they're a traitor. It's like Among Us. A little bit.
It's a giant game of werewolf.
Yes. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's a good one. So yes. So that's where we're at now. It's actually really fun. I like it a lot. And Alan Cumming's just great as an actor and a host. He's hilarious. So he does a pretty good job. But I would highly recommend it. After 2 episodes so far, really enjoyed it. We're going to finish it.
It's on Peacock, though?
Yeah. I guess it was in Australia that started it, because Peacock has Traitors Australia on. They just renewed it for a second season on the U.S. version. So I don't think it's on regular TV. I think it's just...
I haven't heard of it.
But it is funny, like the first episode, you go up to the fellow, like the traitors are like making their pick. There's 3 of them. And so they go to pick, and then the episode ends. And my wife's like, "What? Wait a minute! Why are we not showing who died?"
Very much like a game of werewolf.
So the very next episode is when they were all waiting for people to come down for breakfast.
Wait till the next morning.
Yep.
You got the night phase.
It is werewolf.
Phase.
I never thought of it. Damn it! I was thinking of it was similar to Among Us too, which is very similar to werewolf. But yeah, I've highly recommend it. It's very enjoyable. I highly recommend it. Even if you don't know reality people, you start going, "Oh, they're a piece of shit." The Beverly Hills housewife, she's had a lot of work, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is the most stressful thing I've been involved in like a year. This is unbelievable how stressful it is."
So she's someone you don't kill? Because she's never going to figure out who it is?
Well, supposedly she starts she starts accusing everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, "There's only 3." But actually the fellowship doesn't know how many. Because they all were blindfolded, and Alan Cumming came by and tapped them on their shoulder.
So they don't even know the number. Ooh,
yeah,
that's going to make it a lot.
But you got to be
difficult.
careful because you don't want to kick out somebody that can get the bank up. Because if any traitors are left and they're not discovered at the end, they get the bank. Otherwise, if the fellowship figure it out, they get it.
Everybody from the fellowship, or just the live ones?
The last one's left.
So when they decide to kill you, that's it. You're done.
You're gone.
That's why I never liked the game Werewolf that much.
Is that it? In Werewolf, you're gone, right?
Yeah, it's elimination, and then it's like, oh, I'm glad the first time I ever played the game, I was at a party or whatnot. And didn't know most of the people there, and we'll play this game. I'm like, okay, it sounds fun. So I play the game, and the first day they decide to kill me, and they say, "Well, thanks for playing." Well, that was dumb.
Fuck off, people.
I'm glad I wasted 6 minutes of my life on that.
Thanks, asshole. So that's the.
It was nice to know all of you.
I think that's the only thing that we watched that was new. Yeah, I think that was about it. So, Brian, you got anything yet?
Yeah. So caught up on Reacher, the new episode this week.
Okay.
Episode 7. Watched the new new season premiere of Dr. Pol.
Okay.
I'm a huge Dr. Pol fan.
We like Dr. Pol. We go through spurts, though. Like, we watch some,
Yeah.
and then we forget about it, and then we come back. Do you know what that is?
I am going to say,
Go
have
ahead,
I ever
explain what
heard
that
of
is.
Dr. Pol?
He's a veterinarian based out of Michigan. He's been a vet for 53 years.
He's 77, I think.
Yeah, he's a super old school guy from the Netherlands, moved over here and has lived in Michigan, has a successful veterinary practice, and they got like, I didn't realize this, but there's like 24 seasons of their show. Yeah.
Jeez.
But it's on National Nat Geo.
It's enjoyable because
It's a good show.
he goes to farms.
Like, it's a lot of like, he does a lot of house calls to like farms, and it's not just like dogs and cats. It's, sheep, alpaca, llamas, like everything kind of.
Do they get exotic animals
Every once in a while, they do.
like rabbits?
But they give the good
lots of rabbits.
Yeah, they get lots of rabbits.
I just remember we had that article a couple months
Yeah.
back about the exotic rabbits in Florida.
Yeah.
But they do the good and bad. Like, there's episodes where, I mean, he put down his own Great Dane.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So it's like a lot of all of his family's involved. His wife is the practice manager. His son is a vet with him.
He's not a vet.
Or he does.
He helps him.
Yeah.
He did not pass vet school.
But they all work together, and it's a pretty good show. I enjoy it.
Did you see the son now has a farm and has a reality show now?
So that's what I was leading to, is that we watched the new season of that, and then that came on, and we had seen the previews for it, and I was like, oh, let's just watch it. I didn't realize they put the entire season out.
Oh, really?
To binge, and we watched all 14 episodes of it this weekend.
I think his son is a nice guy, but he seems like a fuck up.
So that's what it. I think that's part of like the shtick.
Yeah, he has
like,
a character to play.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
but like the farm one is really good because like it kind of shows his personality a lot more than just on the like when he's out on calls with his dad. Like he's very much a dreamer, kind of. Like,
yes.
Like he has lofty ideas, and that's kind of what this whole farm thing is about, and it's really good.
We do enjoy that show. We enjoyed that a lot.
But yeah,
my kids were
watched all
traumatized
14
the first time.
episodes.
My kids were traumatized when Dr. Pol first pulled a cow out, a baby calf.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah. And he is, when I say old school, he's like super old school on a lot of these like farm calls. Like,
Yeah.
he goes in, skins, takes his shirt off. He's like, no protective gear. It's just like him and like a glove, and he's like in there. Like, he doesn't,
Doesn't want to get the clothes dirty, but he can always wash it off the body.
He wears a little rubber thing, the glove.
The glove, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
he takes his shirt off, it pulls his overalls down, like he's in there.
Yeah. Which is also probably why he works so like he's still alive and moving well, because he just gets into it.
Right.
So
But, no, we very much enjoy that.
yeah,
So I'm assuming his name is Dr. Pol?
Yeah, his name is Jan Pol.
POL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at first I was trying to think, it's like, oh, is it somebody who takes, opinion polls? Or
Yes.
is it somebody from Poland?
Time
or
out. That's going to be on Nat Geo next year. We got that show. It's called Dr. Polls, Polls, and it's about a guy going door to door just getting opinions. That's it. He's doing the polls. I like that. Half the episode is the people just slamming the door in their face. The other half is people not
Or
responding.
we can have it the polls, and you get a Polish person
Okay.
to go around to take the opinion survey.
In Poland?
Sure.
Okay. That could be our international show.
Oh, there we go.
Look at us branching out.
I mean, we are going to have to start a new
schedule,
a new vision board for what we want.
I will tell you that we did get word today that legal custodians and cannibalism is okay with Army Hammer. They're suffering in the Nielsen ratings.
Really?
I will say that, yeah.
But legal custodians
should take
work.
off. It really should.
Yeah, it should work.
It may be because they're next to each other. One's a comedian, one's a comedy, one's not.
Could be, poor.
One's a cooking show, one's a comedy. So it's kind of tough.
Is it a cooking show, though?
Yeah. Army Hammer turned it into it. We lost all rights to it. Sorry, Army.
It sounds like it could be more of like a survivalist show.
Yes, yeah. Good news is
a little from column A, a little from column B.
It's like surviving the game. They're just hunting them. Good news is the Golden Bachelor got renewed for a second season.
Hey, they lived.
They
lived to see a second season. Outstanding.
They got married. Got married.
Did they?
Yes.
Good for them.
Yes.
I hope those crazy kids
they
make
don't
it
have
work.
A lot of time left. They might as well.
That's what my wife said.
I hope those crazy kids make it work.
You know, if they can't make it work, what hope do we have? The good news is ratings are through the roof for Not Good, Not Great.
It will make you ejaculate.
Yes. Ratings are through the roof for that one. Literally through the roof.
Literally. It's our highest rated show on the air.
Yes. The ratings are going hard on it. So there we go. It's just exploding overnight. I mean, I can't believe it. So it's like a volcanic eruption of ratings.
That's enough.
Okay.
I was waiting to see how far he'd go.
I hit the button. That was a good one.
Well, it wasn't meant to be.
That works too. Yes. I did get Brian Hour's predictions.
Yeah.
365 batting average for Blake showing up here.
Ooh, 365.
Jim is 333.
Wow.
Well,
he's got Jim to show up. Yeah, well, I mean, he misses the entire summer.
The entire summer, Jim is gone.
He did say, though...
I mean, he's suspended every summer.
He feels better with Blake because Blake has to be here for the whole NFL season to bitch about the Browns. So that is a good point. He is here usually 16 of those 18 weeks, unless he's in Alaska.
Well, I mean, he's missed the last 2 weeks of the NFL season. So
those are the 16 of 18.
He wasn't, but he wasn't here the other 16 weeks.
But the problem is the Browns are doing well this year, so he's not really bitching about them.
Well, just wait till next week.
I mean,
when they play Saturday at 4:30 against Texans. Yeah, wait till about Saturday about 8:30.
They're beating the Texans.
Nope, Texans are winning.
No.
I've got money on the Texans.
I do too.
I don't have money on anything because I don't gamble.
I don't either.
Sports.
But Texans remind me of a Bengals team from a couple years ago. Like they could make a little noise in the playoffs and move. Good news is if anybody's looking for a job, the Tennessee Titans are looking for a coach.
There's several teams looking for coaches.
Yes. Nobody wants the Commander. Well, the Commander's job you do because Daniel Snyder's not there anymore. Nobody wants the Carolina gig.
That's not true.
And then
there are only 32 head coaching positions in the United States.
That's true. But you got to work for David Tepper, who has his own show, so he's probably not very interested. Yeah,
I thought he had a new show.
Coming out.
Show. It's not
Tepper,
out yet.
Taffer,
Tapper. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tepper, Taffer,
Tapper. Yep. Shut it down.
Taffer.
Shut down this football team.
I'll throw my drink at you.
Was he robotic?
I don't know the man.
David Tepper.
That's gonna be good actually because
that he's a robot.
No, that he's throwing drinks on people, and we have Taffer who is like a bar expert. So like if he's he'll now have someone to like throw the
Don't
bad
throw
drinks
that
at people.
drink. Throw Milwaukee's best at him. My bad. Sorry, I was doing a robot there, Tepper. We did have a poll this week on Bad Ideas podcast.
This poll
on Twitter.
is a bad idea.
Was it a doctor poll?
No, we actually had a pretty good turnout for this one. So you can follow us at Bad Ideas Podcast. You also can find us on nerdly.co.uk. Good day, governor.
Hello, mate.
We are also on Threads.
Yes, at
What?
Bad Ideas
We're on
Podcast.
Threads?
Yeah. Follow us there.
What's Threads again?
It's
Facebook's version
it's
of Twitter.
Yeah, it's the meta version of Twitter.
Okay.
With less crazy people.
More easily filtered
Yes,
crazy
Yes.
people.
Yes.
You have better.
Speaking of that, did you see aliens attacked Miami?
Oh, I was gonna bring that up.
Okay, let's do the poll first, and then we'll get to the
Yeah.
aliens. So we had who? Oh, you can also follow us on Facebook at Bad Ideas Podcast, History of Bad Ideas.
Can you follow us on Truth Social?
You can also follow us on Tumblr at Bowling Ball Porn, and
You can follow us on Instagram.
yes, at Bad Ideas Podcast.
I'm not sure. I don't have the password, so
I don't even.
I don't have Instagram.
No one has a password, and we can't figure out what email it's attached to.
I know at one point I
think
had.
I know the
access.
email. I think it's attached to our regular email.
Okay, that's good. Do you know the password to that?
Nope. Oh, to the email? Yeah, probably.
Okay. Who would you like to host the Oscars this year? This was after the Golden Globes that Joe Coy was a host of. We have options of Joe Coy. Remember when he was on Chelsea Handler's show?
That's where I know him from, yes.
Ricky Gervais, Chris Rock, and Matt Rife. We had in last place Joe Coy at 4%. This came out right after the Golden Globes.
Apparently, a lot of people were not happy. I did not see it, so I can't judge the performance, but I haven't heard anything promising yet.
I saw some of the highlights, I guess, or whatever. He wasn't horrible. He wasn't great, but that whole crowd doesn't like being picked on. So they don't laugh at anything because they don't want to be picked on. And like Taylor Swift is mad at him for a really bad joke. And it
wasn't even a joke about Taylor Swift. It was a joke about how the NFL keeps giving her too much attention.
Yes. And she was like, God, I can't stand her. I think her music's fine, but God.
No, I'm the opposite. I can't stand her music, but I don't have a problem with her.
Ugh, fuck her.
I have zero issue with her.
But anyways, but it's a
Other
tough
than
one.
the NFL, like the football thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like
that's everyone else throwing the attention her way. I mean,
But I mean, that's a tough room to begin with the Golden Globes and the Oscars, because none of them want to be picked on. They all think they're higher than shit. You know, they're better than everybody. How dare they?
every single one of them deserves to be picked on.
Yes. In third place, Chris Rock at 14%. Keep the Oscars out of your mouth. And winning 64% to 18%, Ricky Gervais over Matt Rife.
People
Do
are,
it. Let him scorch earth.
whatever. He won like best stand-up comedian of the year or some shit on the Golden Globes, and it was like the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Like special that they nominated.
I did not see. I don't think I saw.
I
any
didn't
of the
see any. I just like was like reading like a recap of it or whatever, and like some comedians were a little like, oh, well, you know, like we didn't even know Ricky was still working. Like, you know.
Well, to be fair,
I voted for Ricky because I thought he was out of work and needed the money.
Yeah.
to be fair, none of these people would get me to watch the Oscars anyways.
I mean,
Maybe Ricky Gervais would get me to watch the first 20 minutes. That's about it. Big congrats to guest and friend of the show, Jason C. Brown, producer, director extraordinaire. He won a Golden Globe for his work on the Weird Al Yankovic film. So,
is that the one that we watched in Gatlinburg?
Is that on the film? It's on the film, right?
What? Yeah. What?
The Weird Al Yankovic film.
Yeah. The Weird Al. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Weird. I guess I was.
Yes, weird. So, congratulations, Jason C. Brown. We appreciate all your work. Maybe one day Blake will get you back on the show, unless you're too big for us.
Some more applause.
So there you go. So Brian, please tell us what is going on
So
in this world today in Miami.
Miami, this was what, like it was
January 2nd, I think.
yeah,
or
it was like New Year's Day, and January 2nd.
Yes.
Apparently, an alien portal opened up at a shopping center in Miami. The cover story for this was that there were a large group of kids who were fighting in the mall. Over like close to 100 police officers responded.
Yes.
And somehow it went from teenagers fighting to between 7 to 10 foot tall aliens took over the mall. There were like cops shooting at them. Nothing.
Oh, they were shooting at them?
I did catch a one TikToker who claimed that there were multiple police officers who opened fire on the aliens. Yeah. So apparently and it's like a very popular shopping mall. There were hundreds and hundreds of people inside the mall. Nobody has any cell phone video footage.
No, that's why.
That is of
Any
quality or provable evidence.
There is something. There's a Twitter page of Miami Aliens, and it's a parody account. It's all the aliens. To go watch.
Like the one video that I keep seeing people like talk about and say like you can't tell me that this isn't aliens is literally the helicopter footage over like the mall, and it's at night. And they're like, you look right there, and they circle like a person walking by, and it's like there's a shadow, and they're like, you can't tell me that this is not an alien.
It's an 8 to 10 foot alien,
but it's not an alien.
It's a guy's shadow.
No, it isn't. You don't know because you're above him.
Like you're literally 500 feet away from this thing. Like it's like
No, that's one of those parking lot dancing guys.
There's Miami Aliens. They're doing Welcome to Miami with a guy in inflatable green alien suit.
Welcome to Miami.
So like today I came across a guy who was like he stitched the video of one of these people talking about it being aliens, and he was like, panned to him, and he was like super like shocked, and he was like, why didn't my dad tell me that the aliens came? His dad's a Miami police officer. He's like, why hasn't he been like, Dad never tells me anything. Like,
well, there is this picture. They're wondering if this is the alien, even though this is from something else. We don't know what it's from. Look at that, Brian. That's a 4-legged alien creature.
Also looks nothing like Miami.
No, I think that was actually Mexico. So yeah. So here's the thing. Basically, they said because there's no video footage, which is very suspicious, but at the same time, there is footage of teenagers beating each other up. Well, you're just not looking for it.
It's very suspicious that there's no footage of something that didn't really happen.
Well, no, the teenagers were beating each other up. That was the call. So yes. So that is a little suspicious that, because teenagers do all that.
Yeah. Apparently
there's the photo, Jeff. There's the video of the alien walking.
I can't make out a single person.
See that little thing walking? Look. Here, hold on.
It's a little dot far away in the distance.
There it is. Follow the arrow.
I'm following the arrow.
You can't tell me that's not an alien, Jeff.
I can't tell you what that is.
But you can't tell me it's not an alien. You're got
right.
it.
I can't disprove that's an alien because I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Yeah. So black shadow monsters are caught on camera rampaging in and around the Marketplace Mall.
Those are shadows.
Oh, dang it. Yeah. So yeah. So, but the funny thing is that they're like, one person I saw on Twitter said, yeah, I just got done talking to a friend, and his friend was detained for 3 days because he took video of it. So it was a friend of a friend. Another one said, I'm trying that, it's very suspicious that, that they have all these cops there and for just like 100 kids
What
fighting.
aren't they telling us?
Yes.
What are they hiding from us?
It's very suspicious they got all these cops there when there was a riot happening.
I've slowly got myself out of this rabbit hole, but one of these videos is like, people are still calling me a liar. I was there, like, on their phone showing it. And literally the first comment on this video is, every time you're filming an alien, your iPhone becomes a 1998 Nokia. It was so good.
Here's the portal that came out of. There's the portal.
I'm trying to figure out what movie they stole that
I know,
from.
that's what I'm trying. Doctor Strange. It is amazing that every time you see this stuff, it's kind of the same issue with Ghost, right? Not the movie, but like people
The
that
band?
go looking for that go looking for Ghost. They always or Bigfoot. They always have the shittiest camera at that time.
Yeah.
I have more power in this iPhone camera than any time in history for cameras.
It's like, oh man, I've got like 3 different lenses on my iPhone. I can zoom in like 1,000 times.
Yes.
But like you said, it turns into a 97 Nokia.
Yes.
There was a weird shadow that came out of only one of the cars driving by. Here's one. Here's a video of the Miami aliens video. It's stabilized. So from the helicopter.
Look at that.
What is it? What are we looking
That's
at?
an alien. Well, no, time out. I can't say it's an alien, but I can't say it's not an alien.
It's not stabilized.
It looks like a person walking down the street.
No. Could be an alien walking down the street.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could be.
You know what
Could
would
be
be
a zombie.
You know
Maybe
what?
it's zombies,
Oh,
not
great.
aliens.
Could you imagine how funny it would be if the police came out like, you know what? You caught us. Here's the video of the alien. And everybody like, oh, we were just kidding. We really don't want aliens here. My bad. So Project Bluebeam is the big thing that people are talking about. Back in 1994, journalist, I guess, Sergei Monasat wrote in his book Project Bluebeam that there is an experiment by NASA and other government agencies to lead us into a global government by fooling us into a stage holographic alien invasion to bring in a false messiah to unite all religions into one world religion.
Well, wasn't this the plot of Watchmen?
Get in there. He also wrote that the holographic technology could be felt through touch and that you can see certain frequencies that you can hear voices talking to you. So there you go.
Oh, wasn't this the plot of Watchmen?
That was a squid.
Yeah.
I did like... So there is a photo superimposed in this Miami thing, Brian.
Yeah.
It's E.T. and they circle it.
That's a giant ET.
So there you go. So
Yeah, it's really funny. Like people like post these videos and then like TikTok takes it down because it's obviously fake.
no, they're taking it down so no one sees it.
And then they come back and they say, "Oh, TikTok deleted my first video. What are they trying to hide from us?" It's like, no, you're just a fucking idiot clogging this thing up with your bullshit.
But we're talking about it.
Well, yeah. It's like, I don't know. Everybody wants to be important on social media for nothing.
I do like the welcome to Miami with people dressed in alien costumes. So there you go. And to be honest, if you're going to attack anything, why would you go to Miami? That would be the least.
Why would you go to a mall in Miami?
Because people wouldn't recognize you. They've probably been doing it for years, and this is the first time they recognized them.
Did they?
They needed to incense sticks at the Spencers. They ran out on the alien ship. Where's the Spencers at? Go get it at the mall.
And pick up another lava lamp while you're there.
And they also have the ball with the electricity that makes your hair grow. It doesn't work for us. We have no hair. Can I just picture them walking out with the Spencer's bag now? Is that a Slipknot shirt?
Is that a
Pick me up,
alien?
Pick me up a Tyreek Hill jersey while you're in there. The Dolphins are going all the way this year. Fuck. Oh my god.
So there you go. That's the exciting part here.
Yeah, aliens in Miami at the mall. I didn't have that on my 2024 bingo card, I'll tell you that much.
What they didn't tell you was when they first put out the headline, they weren't talking about aliens from outer space, just from another country. Oh. And then people misunderstood what they meant.
7 to 10 feet tall illegal aliens.
Yes.
just aliens.
Well, it was like the basketball team was trying to.
It's a Russian basketball team.
They were trying to defect.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So take a look at it online because you're not going to be able to see it for much longer. They're going to take them all down.
They'll take it down, and you'll just never be able to find out about it ever again.
Ever again. But I did have a friend of a friend that's in jail because he was detained because of his camera.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says.
I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah. Be honest, I haven't heard from him in 20 years either, but
What are they trying to hide?
Maybe they just like Cinnabon a lot.
Maybe.
I don't know.
My question is
anti.
My question is what was happening? What kind of crime happened while every cop in Miami was at the mall? Was it like a Fast and Furious thing where they shut down a bunch of the streets to race cars?
Yeah, and they actually were stealing VCRs from semis. So it's a run on VCRs. Be careful.
I don't know how malls do in Miami these days, but if it's anything like up here, I mean, there was 6 people at the mall when all this went down.
To be fair, there are decent sized malls. Like Disney has Disney Springs, which is a giant open air mall, and it's crowded all the time. Like they actually have good shops. So I think Miami might have a good mall. I don't think it's like the malls here.
Okay.
No, probably not.
Hey, we got a Bass Pro.
I mean, yeah, that's the only thing keeping the mall alive.
Did you see?
Or actually, that mall isn't even alive.
Did you see video of the Bass Pro guy?
I have purposely avoided that only because last week I saw the video or the article of the guy who caught a fish out of one of the fish tanks.
Yes, at Bass Pro.
Just fucking stole it.
Yes.
Walked out with it. How the fuck do you let that happen, Bass Pro workers?
There's this
You're
one.
You're not allowed to stop people.
I mean,
there was a guy that got naked and jumped into the aquarium at the pool at the what do you call
Bass
it?
Pro.
Bass Pro.
Was this in Alabama?
Yes.
And Roll Tide.
And the cops or security was really slow to get to him, and he was swimming in it, and he was completely naked, and the poor guy is now being mocked because you cannot see his member, shall we say? And they're like, what the hell's going on with that? Is that a button? And so the poor guy's...
the water's cold.
It's shrinkage. So then he went to get out of the aquarium and go over the front of it and knocked himself out when he fell onto the concrete below. So yeah, and then they basically dragged him by like a wet seal across the floor to get him handcuffed. The best part is that there was a parody account of his wife on Twitter, and it was obviously fake. And she's like, "My husband has every right to go into it. That's a pool because if it had a lid, that would be an aquarium. It had no lid." But yeah,
was it a female comedian?
I'm not sure.
That the video.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She's a writer for Kimmel.
Oh, okay. So please, people, stop jumping into pool. First off, it's probably disgusting, that water.
I mean, it's probably not. I mean, they that's a fair amount of money invested in those aquariums.
Yeah, but there's fish poop everywhere.
All right. I'm going under the assumption that this guy was high on something.
Probably. So he was high on Alabama not winning. That's probably why he was depressed. Roll Tide.
They did not roll.
No, they did not. They rolled over.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I don't know what's going on at Bass Pro right now. I don't even know I just don't know what's going on anywhere anymore.
Yeah. And let's not even get to the Epstein list. Moving on.
No, let's
No.
Why not?
No, because we can't confirm it. They were just talked about in the deposition from this lady. So
no, the real flight logs are out.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see here. People think I'm smart because I talk like this. Anyways,
they do.
People think I'm smart.
That's Jason Stephen Hawking
I know.
impersonation.
No. Let's see here.
No, like, how fucking weird is that?
Yeah.
Like, of all the people,
Yes.
didn't have that.
Family Guy was right.
Didn't have that on my
Family Guy
2024
had,
bingo card.
Stephen Hawking.
Family
was it?
Guy had him on a beach, and the reporter is talking to him, and they're like, and we're out. And he gets up, he's like, good, do I have to keep fucking faking this anymore? I'm so tired of sitting in this wheelchair. And he's like, oh, cool, surf's up. And he takes a surfboard and goes into the ocean. So, yes. I don't even know what to say anymore. So supposedly more documents will be coming out eventually.
Yeah.
But the last 7 files was released today. So
And
I didn't see it today.
and Jimmy Kimmel's in there, right? Because I was told Jimmy Kimmel was going to be in there.
no.
Oh, no. I
Clinton was. I was kind of shocked by that.
yeah, that's weird.
Said no one.
Yeah, I mean, it's really
Yeah.
surprising.
That's shocking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he seems like a straight up and up guy, right?
Was Prince Andrew in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really
Believe
shocked
that.
by that.
Wow.
Hey, the court or the couple years ago, the Queen said that he had nothing to do with it, but they did pay off they did reach a settlement.
Well, I mean,
You know. Good for them. So
Yeah.
he might be a creepy guy.
There you go, UK. Your taxpayer money at work.
Oh my God! I only can get 6 corgis now. Oh my
He means corgi.
corgis!
I don't know what corgis are.
They're the plural version of corgi.
No.
I think they're like courgettes, is what he's trying to say, which is
I
like
have courgette on my
their,
chest.
Their word for eggplant, I think it is,
Yeah, I think so.
or something like that.
We don't have eggplant in England.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, Charles,
They just don't call them eggplants.
Correct.
You'll be king over my dead body.
That's exactly it.
Pretty much what I'm holding on for.
That's pretty much how the system works.
What other high-profile celebrities? I saw some pretty heavy-hitting names on those lists.
I didn't. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there
a lot
wasn't
of those
like,
people I don't know.
Dershowitz.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife and I, a couple years ago, watched the Epstein documentary during 2020.
Yeah.
And he was plastered all over it as the attorney. And, there was allegations in that documentary. And I was like, yeah, he looks like it could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yep.
Could be. All alleged.
You know, and
Just one
The
person's
only thing you
opinion.
can prove is that he was his lawyer, so
Yes.
he had reasons to be there.
Yep, that's right. So,
Yep.
all of them innocent until proven guilty. Just documents prove otherwise. But they're all innocent until proven guilty. So, the world is really a nice place, Brian.
The world is a vampire.
Yeah.
no, I hate it here.
But
Brian, they came to collect you in Miami last week.
Well, to
and
be
you weren't
fair,
there.
they didn't tell me. I went to Oxford. Okay, Jeff. I went to Miami
The
University
wrong
in
Miami.
is it Kelly
Oxford.
Kapoor from the office?
Yeah,
Bitches, you can have my jackets, my winter coats.
I didn't know. I was up at Miami waiting for them.
The best is the alien invasion was supposed to divert your attention from the Epstein files. It did not. It did not. So, Brian, got some listener feedback over there?
I do.
Okay.
Have
You wanna go hit
some. Just listener feedback. It's not bomb.
Oh, no bombs.
I don't want any bombs going off in here anytime soon.
No.
What about a LeBron bomb?
What is that?
It's something LeBron James does.
Oh,
is
when he
that
throws the
when he
powder?
throws the powder in the air.
Yes.
LeBron James.
Okay. I know. But we are sponsored by Hello Jeff.
Nice.
Rolling into keeping the healthy meal plan train rolling this
Going
year.
healthy.
What do we got this week?
This week we have grapes. Grapes, grape jelly, grape jam, grape preserves, raisins. Grape,
They might all be raisins by the time it gets
grape
to you.
flavored liquor mix,
Oh,
grape Kool-Aid. You know,
Really?
it's all there.
okay.
I'm interested.
Also, just to let you guys know, this is the year of Hobie. So just be ready.
Yeah, 2024, the year.
10 years of Hobie.
Yeah, that's right.
10 years of Hobie.
Oh, this is our
10-year anniversary show.
ooh.
So
This one.
actually, I think it's
specifically?
next week. I think it's the 16th.
Oh yeah, next week would be.
Yeah. So next week. But we're almost there. Still the year of Hobie. So get your bribes in early.
I think it was
early
the-
and often.
I think it was the third week of January.
I think it was. It was.
Yeah.
We did episode 0 this week.
Oh yeah, episode 0.
You know, that guy isn't a murderer, right?
No, well, no.
Well, one
he
is.
He just wasn't anybody important. He was a background actor.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
So we start listener feedback off with.
Fuck you, Roger.
I mean, like we haven't got any of this, and he's just now saying goodbye already.
Sorry.
Wow, we haven't really read any of it.
The aliens got me all screwed up, okay?
Well, at least they didn't probe you, Jason.
That is true. That is true.
I was in the wrong city and I got probed. All right?
How did that happen?
Those weren't aliens, Brian.
I don't want to talk about it.
Is it portals? Did they use portals?
We start off with that one guy,
Number 1 fan?
Ape hands.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
Chili Billy,
Beaver Hands?
Ape Hands,
7.
Sonny's D?
Sonny's D,
And Sonny D?
The delivery man.
Postman? FedEx?
what? When did we start calling him Federal Express?
2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay, sorry.
I won't do that anymore then.
Euspice? Euspice?
Uspis?
Uspice?
Uspis.
Uspis?
Can't spell.
Or speak. Man.
It's aliens.
It's Doug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Doug. Doug says, why are bikers beating up Ian Ziering? He's one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
He is.
I take a little umbrage to these people being called bikers.
Are they bicyclists?
No, it's closer to mopeds or small scooter type things.
Yes.
And they've got their little backpacks on.
To be fair, have you seen traffic in Hollywood? I mean,
They might be electric bikes.
When you hear bikers beat somebody up, you're thinking Hell's Angels came in. No, these are what 21-year-old
Yes.
kids on mopeds essentially.
To be fair, the
Hey.
Sharknado training helped him because he did hold his own against like
He
six.
did. They
And he really is a nice guy. We saw him at the expo years ago, and he really is one of the nicest guys out there. So
my guess is they finally binged 90210 and they just didn't like his character.
maybe, or they
or
blame
Sharknado. Maybe they hated Sharknado.
they blame him for Tara Reid's death in Sharknado 6. Team.
But she comes back.
Well, yeah, as a robot, she's robotic.
Is that better?
Well, her acting isn't.
That's no reason for mopedists to be beating him up.
Electric bikes, whatever.
Electric bikeists.
Bikist.
So there you go, Doug. I'm honestly, we really don't know. We can't answer that.
We don't know that.
Bikers wouldn't do that.
Oh, speaking of that, that's the other thing that I started watching. I started rewatching Sons of Anarchy.
What season you on?
Just started season 2.
Best season.
They're all pretty good.
When the white supremacists come in, it's like, hey, the first season, the Sons of Anarchy guys aren't really good people. How do we make them sympathetic? Bring in the white supremacists.
Yeah.
And almost kill Jax's mom.
Yeah. But she'd kind of deserve it.
Alan Arkin was phenomenal in that season.
Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins is very good. Good series, though.
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of his last acting gigs.
Yep.
Before he started writing.
That's what motivated him
Yep.
because he was the 10th on the call list. He said.
Yep.
What is it on? What's streaming service?
Hulu.
Okay.
Next we have from Meow God at Meow God. They say if Hobie didn't stand for History of Bad Ideas, what could the acronym of Hobie be?
Damn it, I had one and I forgot what I had. Hot oil body injections?
Oh, I like that. Hot Outer Dimensional Beings Incorporated.
Hodby?
Well, no, it's one word though.
He hyphenated that.
Yeah, so you don't need it.
Don't know. I can't back him up on that one.
Hickory. Old fashioned. Nope, that's enough. Damn it.
Hoffby.
Hoppy. What do you got, Brian?
Let's see. Let's go with House of Bacon
Incorporated. International.
We could be the International House of Bacon.
I like it. Like
That would
change
be
it for-
IHOB. So we have to just be House of Bacon International.
There you go.
Yeah.
International.
Do we serve anything else besides bacon?
Why?
Okay, just asking.
We could. I mean, if you're going to, then it would.
I
just
guess
be
we can also serve whatever Hello
Eggs.
Jeff sent that week.
And then just wrap it in bacon. Eggs wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
Tartar
Grapes
sauce wrapped in bacon.
We wrap everything in bacon. That's it. You can get anything you want, but it's all wrapped in bacon.
Yep. I like this idea. Trademark it.
It could also stand for how often Blake interrupts.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one. I
mean, he'd have to show up. So
the year's young. He's only 0 for 2.
It could also stand for.
It's good podcasting here, guys. Okay, moving on. What else you got?
Honorable opinions beside
Igloos.
Information.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Honest opinions besides information.
So we don't worry about true information.
So fake news.
Yes. Aliens were in Miami this week. What's their job? What's their job being there? Are they looking to for courtside seats? Who knows? We'll find out on the Hobie Network. What else you got, Brian?
From Nickel at Graphic Novice.
What's that all boot?
Hobie writes a comic book arc. What comic is it? And give me a brief outline of the plot.
Ooh.
This is a tough one.
Okay. Well, whoever is the main character has to have lots of pockets.
So we're doing a 90s
Yeah.
drawn by Rob Liefeld.
Oh, God, no. How about Alpha Flight?
Alpha Flight. Ooh, we can write an Alpha Flight.
I like
arc.
Alpha Flight.
We can do that.
Let's see here.
So something is going wrong in Canada. So we would have to have the Canadian of the Year involved.
Yes, all of them.
Yes.
So how about there's lack of maple syrup up there? They're running low.
There's never a lack of
The villain, Arcade, the guy from the Arcade.
You're picking Arcade.
Yes.
Okay.
He takes all the syrup because he needs it to lube the flippers in his giant pinball machines that he captures
Oh,
villains.
that would be terrible lube because syrup is sticky. I
Doesn't
think
matter.
he's trying to
How about this?
unlube things.
No, how about this? He uses the syrup to put the superheroes he captures in there, and then he flips, in the giant pinball, and then the balls hit them. It's easier. They can't run away from it as easy.
I don't quite get that.
I
but-
would not read this.
Okay, well, we're still there. Okay, so Arcade's the villain. He wants syrup.
Arcade wants syrup.
Well, what else is there in Canada?
There's Nickel.
No, nobody wants that.
There's Banff National Park.
Okay, what's the story with Banff?
There's
National Park?
hockey.
Hockey. Arcade is interrupting the hockey all-star
I like
game.
this. Have you
There's
seen?
Tim Hortons.
Well, that's where he's stealing all the syrup from.
Yes, but he's doing it to interrupt the All-Star game.
He's going to dump it all on the ice.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Carrie.
And the skaters will slow down.
Yes.
And then
So
he'll kidnap them.
Alpha Flight has to come there and stop him. It's an 18-issue arc.
I feel sorry for anyone who reads this.
I hope that answered your question.
Marvel,
I'm
come
sorry
to us.
that answers your question.
Marvel, talk to us.
Next, we have from Steve at EILFM.
Everything I learned from movies.
Steve says, how has Taylor Swift transformed the NFL? She's made it less watchable.
Yeah, she's turned the NFL into TMZ.
Siri doesn't even understand.
No, but it's more TMZ than NFL anymore.
Yes.
Specifically just the Chiefs games.
Oh yeah, specific.
It's not like it's only which they're always on TV, so
To be fair, I'd rather not see more Brittany Mahomes, and unfortunately, that's what's happening.
Oh my God! I found something terrible out this weekend.
Brittany Mahomes in general?
I share a birthday with Brittany.
Oh, God!
I thought it was that his brother had 3 of the most serious charges against him dropped.
Fuck.
AKA, someone was paid off.
Allegedly. Maybe the cops were so...
Maybe the
Cops were so...
Kansas City police had to respond to the aliens in Miami.
That's right.
And they had to take away. They didn't have enough resources to prosecute the case.
I like this. Maybe aliens are coming to Kansas City next.
I mean, they've already got a frog
That's
as a
true.
quarterback.
That's true. Come with the frog here. What else we got?
There you go, Steve. That's how Taylor Swift has transformed the NFL. From Jason, Agent Plamer.
Palmer. I think there's a misspelling here.
This says Plamer.
Okay.
It does say Plamer.
That's right.
Sturshik. Jason Sturshik, Agent Plamer at Agent Palmer. Says, of all the streaming platforms, what is the one you choose to have if you were
Oh my gosh.
if you were on a deserted island?
I would go Peacock just because it has the WWE network and I could just binge watch wrestling for the rest of my life. Close second would be Max. I like Max. Oh, you know what? No. Max is out. Paramount. I like Paramount Plus. Did you get Paramount Plus back yet?
So I was able to get that all figured out. Not through Verizon,
Okay.
but was able to work that out and am now resubscribed. Just need to...
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Just cancel.
No, that's not what I want to do.
Just cancel.
You have things that I want to pay you to watch, sir.
Just cancel.
You have a job. You have a job because of people like me who pay.
Sir, I feel like I'm selling you when you should be selling me.
Are you sure we shouldn't
Be switched.
be switched here?
I'm not interested, Brian, in your Paramount Plus. No, you're supposed to tell me. Never mind.
No, Mr. Paramount Plus man.
I
I'd
think
like
you
to
should-
keep it.
No, you don't, sir.
I would like to continue paying money to your
Sir.
employer.
No, you don't want to.
Just cancel it. I mean,
I'm ending this call, Brian.
to be fair, that is a next level response
It's amazing.
in customer service or tech support when you're trying to fix a problem and they're like, we don't know, just cancel the service.
I just like...
Then you won't have to worry about this anymore.
I know this didn't happen, but I just am picturing the guy on the other line, the customer service rep, go, I'm hanging up, sir, if you keep continuing this.
Like, he's sitting there talking to his coworkers. I told him just to cancel.
Do you think there was a bet going on that night?
How many they could get, like, how many cancellations?
Doesn't matter what the problem is, just cancel it. Sir, I can't find this show. Cancel it.
Yeah. No, the Paramount Plus canceled that. No, I just, like, the new season just got released. No, it got canceled.
No, sorry.
Taylor Sheridan? Nah, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's out.
We're not in business with him anymore.
I have no idea which one I would want. If I can only have one,
I would probably say...
changes whenever the show I like is on, and
Playboy
then
app?
it goes away, and the show I like goes away, and then another show on another network pops up.
I got a question. Just to be a creepy old guy here. Is there, like, those things that you subscribe to anymore? Like a Playboy network or anything like a Hustler? Remember that? Like back in the 80s and 90s,
Vaguely remember them existing.
there was
but
like the Spice Channel that you would pay like $20 a month extra.
I mean, I can remember, like, have, like, on
the internet
DirecTV.
got rid of the need for that.
I know, like,
I remember, like, before I got rid of DirecTV, this is how many ever years ago, but, like, there were adult channels that you could subscribe to, like, on the guide. Like, you
Really?
like,
Okay.
still, like, 5 or 6 of them, but it was always, like, it wasn't, like, anything, like, Playboy, or it wasn't, like, it was just, like, weird shit.
Was it the Playboy channel that had the news and the nude? Or was
that sounds right.
I mean, that tracks.
There's Playboy TV Korea. Let's see here. There's a TV series on Playboy Channel called The Adult Film School. So although Playboy Enterprises would reacquire their website, they do not own the rights to their channel. Another company has it, but they operate it under the license. So there you go. Yeah, you can still get it on DirecTV. $15.99 a month. It's a lot of money.
Obviously, there are enough people that pay for that to keep it there.
It auto renews after 3 months, so just be ready. $16 a month is a lot.
I mean, when the internet is a thing, yeah, it is.
Like, right?
There is such thing currently as Naked News.
Oh.
Where the sexiest reporters around the world cover news, sports, pop culture, and much more.
Okay.
And while they strip down the facts, they... I got to click on it to read more.
Oh, no. Don't. It's malware.
They strip down themselves. I don't want to get your calendar.
Hustler TV is still a thing, too. It's on satellite, video on demand, and digital cable. So there you go.
So I would probably say none of those. Those aren't apps either. They're not streaming platforms. They're just channels.
Yes.
Well, when I typed in news of the nude, I got nude man nabbed by police after cannonball plunge.
Oh, in the Bass Pro?
Yeah.
Cannonball.
I'm like, oh, yeah, there we go.
Jeff, did you ever pick one?
No, I haven't.
Brian, what you got?
I'm going to say either Paramount or Hulu.
Okay.
Would probably be the ones.
God, as sad as I hate to say, it probably would be Disney.
Disney has some good stuff.
Disney's got the Marvel and the Star Treks and the
Dr. Pol.
Dr. Pol.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Dr. Pol?
Oh, yeah, it's on Nat Geo.
Nat Geo.
Yeah.
Oh, Nat Geo's on there. You're right.
They had I got hooked on watching a documentary about Africa wildlife on Saturday or Sunday for like 3 hours.
But then again, Max has all those Discovery programs, so I can still watch
They do.
Chip and Joanna Gaines.
They do. They built a hotel, you know.
I didn't.
I watched it. 6 episodes. My wife and I watched it.
You know, but
Took 2.5 years.
But if I did choose Hulu, I would have to update to no ads on the deserted island.
That's a good call.
Before I left.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
can
wouldn't even
only
be able to buy any of this stuff anyway.
Yeah, and I can only watch so many hymns commercials.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Of the depressing 3 depressing dudes.
Yes. Yes.
Which I need to know how that's doing. The depressing dudes show.
That is doing okay. It's on the fence about being renewed.
Oh, no. Well,
being renewed? I didn't even know it debuted.
Oh, yeah, it did. All of these debuted last week.
They all debuted last week.
Within the last 2 weeks, I should say.
In the new year, every single one of those
I
shows.
thought they were debuting while the strike was taking place.
What channel was Depressing Dudes on? I gotta find that. Surprisingly, Birdbath TV is really doing well.
That's not surprising.
Well, I mean, that's, I think, our biggest hit, even better than The Golden Bachelor.
That's true. That is. Screwing It to Death is doing well, too. So, Dick Wolf Day, not so well.
Dick Wolf Day hasn't debuted yet.
No, it's next week, I think, actually.
Yes.
That's why it's not doing well.
Screwing It was that? Who was that? What was that?
I'm not sure. Nobody's in it.
We didn't have anybody attached to that.
I don't know who the networks picked. I can't find Depressing Dudes. I wonder if they canceled it.
No,
already.
it couldn't have been. It was such an uplifting.
I don't know. Yeah. So Kafka with Michael Richards is doing well too. Who knew?
No, I thought that one already got canceled.
I don't think that one got picked up. Nobody picked up that pilot.
Well, I think they're just doing the last 8 episodes. So Eli Apple baby mama drama, #1 reality show next to Golden Bachelor. So
that tracks.
Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's Squid Game starts this week, guys. Just let you guys know. Just let you guys know.
How is Mike Rowe's show doing?
Oh, well, they're great. Who knew that?
What was it called again?
Let me get that for you here. Who knew him yelling at you for 30 minutes about being in a trade would work? Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly.
Sir, that chair is wibbly wobbly. You know, if you went to trade school, you would know how to fix it. Michael, I'm sorry. I'm an electrician. You should have gone to a trade school. I did.
I did watch, I guess, the most recent South Park film they did or whatnot on Paramount Plus.
Uh-huh.
And one of the main plots, the whole thing was how Randy is angry that kids these days don't know how to do anything. So he brings them into the kitchen. The oven door is kind of off its hinges, and he's going to show them how to fix it. Mm-hmm. First thing you do is take out your phone and call the handyman.
Oh!
Well, it turned out that nobody knows how to do anything except handymen, and they were becoming the billionaires because they
will
were the
be
only people able to do anything.
Hey, if you can try to find a contractor now that, is reasonable, good luck.
They went down to the Home Depot to try and get somebody.
No. Oh, no.
Everybody outside the Home Depot was holding signs like, I'm a lawyer, I need help. It's all white-collar people who don't know how to do stuff looking for help.
Hey, we've told our kids, if you don't go to college, at least go to a trade school. Because, trust me, world always needs plumbers, electricians, everything else.
World always needs bartenders.
Yeah.
Hear me out on this.
That's true.
Become a video game professional.
Oh. No.
They can make millions if they're the best at
if they
whatever
don't,
current video game is.
If they don't get signed to a 14-year contract by the time they're 12 by an MLB team, they're failures.
Yes.
They might as well not even try.
So your son's got like less than a year.
Yeah, he's got to get in there. I will tell you, Brian, Depressing Dudes, their ratings are depressing because Dan and Dan 2.0 are not doing well.
And that's the lead-in?
Yeah, so the rumor is that those two might be canceled and Depressing Dudes might go up to 8. They're hoping that might help.
Now, I told you.
I mean, if they gave them an hour.
We shouldn't have put Dan 2.0 out there until after we saw how well Dan was doing.
Yeah, it's much worse than Dan. And Dan's really bad. T-Model is not doing well after Depressing Dudes. It basically is bringing down the whole night. Getting guys on, not doing well either. So, it's a rough night for CBS on Thursdays. I mean, it's not the comedy block they thought.
Thursdays are always a challenging day to program around.
Good news is Egyptian Vampires is doing really well on ABC right next at the same time. So
good.
And Arrowstone and MODOK. So just
Arrowstone.
Yeah. I forgot. Was the Egyptian Vampires was that scripted or
scripted?
reality?
That was scripted.
Okay.
No, it's real vampires. We brought that in.
Couldn't remember.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go, Agent Plamer.
Yeah.
Those are the streaming platforms that we would take with us on a deserted island.
Just to let you know, we did get a pickup from Bravo Network. They wanted us to write the new season of Aliens in Miami. Just to let you guys know. Get ready.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up with Professor Number 1 and Doctor Number 1. Jason got a Roomba for his wife for Christmas, which is an impressive piece of technological machinery.
It is.
In 20 years, what do you think will be a common item that we think is a technical difficulty in present day?
Oh, that's a good question. What's wrong with Doctor Number 1?
That's the problem is me being able to predict how we will have something. I'm trying to think, what do we have problems with?
My thought is self-driving cars.
Yeah.
In 20 years.
Will we have a flying car yet?
I think flying cars will be like self-driving cars now. Be about 20 years past.
I don't think we'll ever have flying cars.
They're testing them out now.
Well, George Jetson was full of shit.
Yeah.
Did you see, though, that there was a thing on social media that the new, Cybertruck or whatever, Elon Musk's, it does not handle well in the snow?
Shocker.
It was having trouble going up a driveway in the snow.
Did you see the stupid shit that Rogan did with that?
No.
Where, he had Elon on his podcast and he brought a truck to Rogan for him. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how how indestructible it was. They went out and Joe Rogan shot an arrow into it, with this compound bow from 30 feet away, and it
pierced it.
Yeah, no, it just ricocheted off, and I'm like, yeah.
You're arrow protected. Ooh.
It actually would have been funny if it blew up.
Well, for the time when you're getting attacked in 1823.
I saw a timeline. If they bring that back in
timeline, then they'll get
or when
hit with a trebuchet.
Or when you're trying to escape the deer hunters.
Yes. Yep.
When you're probably illegally hunting on their lease in your cyber truck. Like,
or when you enter a James Fenimore Cooper novel.
I tell you, man, Joe Rogan. I had that guy.
Cybertrucks in there.
No.
There is now. Yeah. So I'm going with.
I guess it'll help you in the Hunger Games.
That's true. I'm going with self-driving cars.
I
say we won't. Cars will be on the way out, and we are going to a universal train system.
Put Shelbyville on the map.
5-minute cities.
Oh yeah, remember that was a thing.
Yeah, that's not going to take place.
You say that now.
I do say that.
We had an article about that.
If there was a 5-minute city, if we were in that right now, we wouldn't be sitting together talking to each other.
That is true.
We would not be allowed to be friends.
That's right.
Because you could only be friends with people in your city.
Yes. Okay. Jeff, I think we have something coming up here, right?
Yeah, it looks like we have a face-off.
Tiny surgery. I'd like to take his face off. Yes.
Okay, this is when we debate. This time it's a little different. You know, usually they fight each other. This time, from Randy R 505 at This Is Randy 2. Second time he's sent in something.
Thank you, Randy R.
He did this last time too. Face Off. Who has a better work of film and television? Cillian Murphy or Matt?
Not Sicilian.
Cillian Murphy.
Killian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Not Killian or Sicilian.
It's Killian.
Cillian.
Cillian.
Pronounce it with the hard k. He does.
Anyways, Murphy or Matt Damon? Matt Damon. Just to let you know, let's see here. Murphy's had Peaky Blinders, Oppenheimer, Inception, the Batman Begins trilogy, or Batman Begins, The Dark Knight. Jeff, Red Eye.
It was good in Red Eye.
The 28 Days Later franchise. Let's see here. Red Lights.
He was in Dunkirk.
Oh, yeah. Sunshine. Disco Pigs. And
Tron Legacy. Inception.
Really?
He was uncredited in Tron Legacy.
I would be too.
He was in Inception.
Cold Mountain. Let's see.
Oh, who was he in Cold Mountain?
I don't know. The Way We Live Now.
I don't know. I'm just
looking at the movies.
Yeah, doesn't it say his character right next to the movie?
Nope, I'm just looking at the movies. Shut up.
Oh, you're not on IMDb.
So those are his. So then we go to Matt Damon movies. He was in Oppenheimer. He was in Eurotrip.
Really? Those are the top two things that popped up?
Scotty doesn't know.
That's a terrible list
know.
if you're looking for what was Matt Damon in and you get Oppenheimer and Eurotrip.
Air, Stillwater, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh, gee.
Deadpool 2. Let's see here. Downsizing, The Great Wall, Interstellar. Oh, love Interstellar. The Martian. Let's see here. Happy Feet 2. We Bought a Zoo. True Grit. The Green Zone. The Informant.
The Bournes.
The Ocean's 13.
Oceans. Bournes.
The Bournes. I'm going with Matt Damon. Probably had a better one. The Majestic.
I didn't realize he was in The Majestic.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, he did a
Dogma.
bunch of Dogma.
Titan AE.
Did a bunch of Kevin Smith stuff. He did
Chasing Amy.
The Bournes.
So Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah. Field of Dreams.
Who was he in that?
He was in The Crowd at Fenway Park.
Oh, really? Is that what it was?
The fact him and Ben Affleck showed up to Fenway Park when they were shooting the scene at Fenway Park, and they're somewhere in the crowd.
The Rainmaker. Really like that movie.
Big fan of that.
I'm going to go with Matt Damon. Has a little bit better.
What's the...
I think I would go with Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Just 'cause, I mean, we didn't even mention Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
You know what he won his Academy Award for.
Yeah.
I will say... I will also agree with Matt Damon, but I will say specifically because of the quantity of good things that he's been in. Everything that I've seen Cillian Murphy in,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's really, really good in it. I just, he's just not done enough
Correct.
to be,
Correct.
in my opinion,
I'll put it this way: the Matt Damon stuff. There's things that he has that I will watch when it's on. You know, get Shawshanked by. For the most part, outside of maybe the Batman movies, and honestly, he has just a small part in the second two.
Yeah.
But Matt Damon, like I do, anytime The Martian's on, I end up watching it. Good Will Hunting, I'll end up watching it.
Is that for Casey Affleck?
Yes, sure.
We didn't even say The Departed.
Oh, yeah?
We didn't say The Departed.
Departed. Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, that one I haven't seen.
I haven't either. So, there you go. Matt Damon wins. Jeff.
God, we didn't even mention his best role.
What's that?
In Team America World Police.
Matt Damon.
So Matt Damon is the victor.
Good job, Matt. Jeff, we got some news of the geek here.
Oh, I'm supposed to hit a button for that.
You were supposed to hit a button for that. Where's Blake when you need him?
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
What type of edition, Jeff?
Oh, let's see. It is the Stupid People edition.
Let's start off the new year right, Brian?
Yeah, sure.
Aliens in Miami. Oh, no, sorry. Per the messenger.com. Message for you, sir.
Yeah, no one gets that.
Sorry. It's from Monty Python Holy Grail. A McDonald's customer accused the fast food chain of supporting the killing of kids, quote unquote, because it served up a McChicken sandwich in wrapping, sharing the blue and white colors of the Israeli flag. Viral social media video shows as the chain CEO acknowledged a meaningful business impact amid the Israel-Hamas war. Footage of Mickey D's meltdown was reportedly first posted on Instagram by now a deactivated account, shocking, Mahawi2850 in October, but was resurfacing online later on. It did resurface, sorry.
Oh, it was originally from October?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Quote,
know.
I thought they gave me the wrong sandwich, but conveniently, McDonald's changed their packaging, the unidentified customer said, holding up the sandwich to show off the blue and white design. Wow, what does that resemble? The video cuts to the user inside the McDonald's
chicken wrapper
where they confront a cashier. This is the best part.
Yeah.
Let's confront the cashier.
Because, that guy is the one that changes the packaging.
Because
even in their rant, they acknowledge, I know you're not the one to blame.
Quote, she said, the customer goes, what is this? What is this new packaging? Why is it blue and white? The worker denied knowing why the wrapper featured assorted colors from McDonald's more recognizable red and gold, but the customer wasn't buying it. I think the customer said. This is in support of Israel. The worker said that the blue and white wrapping has been around for a few months, but the customer remained unconvinced. No, I don't think so. This is obviously in support of Israel. I know this is not your fault because you're an employee, but this is disgusting for them to do this. They continued, you know in your heart clearly what this wrapper is for.
I would have said, I'm sorry, this is in support of Greece. We are supporting Greece.
Oh, not the movie.
No, the country of Greece. Yes. Or if not Greece, Finland. Maybe it's Finland. I can't remember. It's Greece or Finland.
I mean, I support them in their war. The worker protested. I don't know that, though.
Clearly, what this wrapper is for is to wrap up your fucking food and get you out of my face.
This is the best part. The customer goes, quote, I'm explaining it to you. Oh, that's great. This is what it's for. This is the color of their flag. This is clearly what they're doing and what they're showing to people, and I think it's disgusting. Seizing upon the apparent timeline discrepancy in the new wrap's arrival, the customer reiterated her claim that the move was connected to the recent start of the war. This is to support, quote, this is in support to kill Palestinian kids, the customer said, tapping on the wrapper for effect. Quote, I'm just really upset that I got my order. I got this flag for my wrapping. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's upset.
Yeah. It's not like it had Star of David's on it. It had McDonald's.
I'm not the only one who's upset and shocked to come through the drive-thru and receive this wrapping. No, ma'am, you are.
Yeah. You literally are. Not a single other person complained.
Let's see here. You're giving me a McChicken sandwich with this wrapping supporting the killing of kids. I hope you don't feel good about that. The employee's like, get the fuck out of here.
$1.49, bitch. Get the fuck out.
The video ends as the second worker said they would talk to their boss about the issue, and the customer asked they throw away the wrapper. But you still ate the chicken.
Oh, I'm still eating the chicken.
I'm still eating the chicken, but I'm not taking this wrapper. In October, An October fact check spurred by the video and other similar claims, Reuters confirmed that McDonald's has used wrappers with alternate color schemes, including the blue and white one, for years. They're used to cover temporary shortages, special orders, and limited edition products, McDonald's told the outlet.
I mean, I've seen the blue and white wrappers in the past. I mean, yeah, this isn't a
Did you
new
yell
thing.
at the employee?
No, because I support Finland or Greece.
I like Finland.
Or other blue and
Like the
white flagged countries.
Stop picking on employees. They don't have any control. If you would like to go home and write an email to the company corporate headquarters, go ahead.
Fuck. Email Mr. McDonald.
Is he alive?
I don't think so.
I would like your CEO's email. Here you go, ma'am. Oh, thank you, Ronald McDonald at McDonald's. Appreciate that. Per NBCBoston.com, where Brian gets all of his news.
For anything pertinent to New England, yes.
This is not per New England, though. A pensioner?
Nope.
Pensioner.
Pensioner. What is
Not
that?
a T in there.
That is what the British call retired person.
Oh. Retired person was killed by a flying cow after the animal was hit by an express train and flung 100 feet through the air in India. I'm not even going to try to say that name. 82 was urinating on a train track in the Indian region of Alwar when the animal struck him, killing him instantly. Well, I'm glad about that part, at least. Another man had been standing nearby the tracks and only narrowly avoided being struck by the flying animal. Railway Minister, not going to say that name, announced that measures such as garbage and vegetation removal had begun to cull the cows. The incident caused many officials to rally for improved regulation on the train route, which sees a lot of cow incidences on the tracks. One railway even took to erecting fences around its track to prevent wandering cows. Comes as a farmer was nearly trampled by a cow last week in Cumbria. Dana Blair, an experienced farmer, was attacked by the cow in a calving pen before husband Matthew was able to intervene. CCTV footage appeared to show the cow headbutting Blair into a wall. While attempting to regain control, she was thrown into the air before landing on the barn floor. She was able to crawl away after her husband entered the pen and calmed the cow down. So that's a horrible way to go. I mean, it's instant, but
1 minute you're pissing on the train tracks, the next minute you're out, you're gone.
No, that was the best thing about this article was the headline.
What was the headline?
The headline was it, man urinating on train track is killed by flying cow.
Yes.
I'm like, there's like 4 things wrong in that headline.
The flying cow is the least.
I think I shared an even more up-to-date story about Yellowstone just before we started.
You did.
Okay, so here we go. Per the Idaho Statement, where Blake gets his news from, you get that story, Brian. Yellowstone National Park officials are investigating tourists who they say grabbed a baby elk, put it inside their car, and drove to a police station during the Memorial Day weekend. The tourists likely drove on U.S. Highway 191 in the park to bring the newborn calf to the West Yellowstone Police Department in Montana. While it's unclear what happened at the police station, they pistol whipped them. At some point, the elk calf escaped and ran off into the forest.
As elk calves should be doing.
Park rangers don't know the calf's condition, but say the tourists thought they were helping what they believed to be an abandoned calf. Outsider magazine reported. But elk mothers often leave their calves bedded and hidden in grass while they forage or graze. The tourist interference eliminates any chance of the mother finding its newborn.
Yeah, so they killed that fucking calf.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Displacing wildlife is a federal crime and violates the Yellowstone National Park rules, regardless of any good intentions. A summary of the incident was posted to a Facebook group dedicated to mocking tourist bad behavior inside the park called Yellowstone National Park Invasion of the Idiots. Quote, "Don't put wildlife in your car. I can't believe we have to tell you that." Someone commented on the page. Someone else suggested the calf will most likely die while separated from its mom. Park rangers say they are investigating several other incidents of people approaching wildlife inside the park. In May, a man stepped in to help a struggling bison calf cross a river with its herd. But officials said his actions led to the herd rejecting the calf. Park staff had to kill the calf when it approached the road and followed cars. McClatchy News previously reported. And the man pleaded guilty to disturbing wildlife and will pay a fine. Park officials are also investigating a range of other recent bison incidents, including a video posted online of someone posing for selfies right in front of a relaxing bison. The video was recorded in Biscuit Basin, according to the caption. Quote, people were telling her to move away, and she kept posing for like 10 minutes, the caption said. Last year, bison gored multiple people who got too close, with one tourist tossed 10 feet in the air. Quote, bison have injured more people in Yellowstone than any other animal park ranger said at the time. They're unpredictable and can run 3 times faster than humans. Park officials warn against approaching wildlife in the park and want visitors to understand how their actions can negatively affect wildlife. This is the dumbest part here, that people have to be taught this. Park rules require people to stay at least 25 yards away from all wildlife, including bison, elk, and deer. And you should be further away, 100 yards or the length of a football field, from bears and wolves.
You
know what? Fucking go up to the bear. Go up to the bear. Just go up to the bear. You fucking assholes.
Yes.
Hey, Brian, you see that bison? I'm going to pet it. They're not fluffy cows.
It looks cold.
It looks cold. Let me put a blanket on it.
I'm just confused as to why they thought, okay, this calf is laying here.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly healthy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not in distress.
It probably was in distress once the people approached it.
Well, yeah, it was probably like, get the fuck away from me, idiot.
I'm waiting for my mom to come back, Dick.
Danger. Fuck you.
Stranger
go away.
Danger.
Stranger.
Fuck you. Go away. I hate you. Why are you here?
Hey, Brian, I think we should pick it up and take it to the police.
Yeah.
That seems like a good, reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Fucking A. I hate people.
So to follow up that story, we have a former James Bond actor, Pierce Brosnan, has reportedly been charged with going off the prescribed trail near Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone National Park. As a result, Brosnan is due to appear in Wyoming court on January 23rd. This may sound like a trivial situation, wandering off the path in a national park, but it is an offense the U.S. National Park Services take very seriously. This is because the area in question, the Mammoth Hot Springs, is extremely dangerous.
They found a guy dead there, and they only found his watch. They didn't even find the guy.
There are over 10,000 different hydrothermal features that are active across the park, ranging from springs to mud spots to fumaroles and geysers. The latter are so numerous that the park reports over half the world's active geysers are located in Yellowstone.
Yeah, until the supervolcano erupts.
It's called Hot Springs for a reason, right?
Yeah. To date, Brosnan has remained silent in the trespassing matter per the BBC. Still, it's important to recognize that not even James Bond is above the law, and the warning signs at Yellowstone are there for everyone, not just your eyes only. Follow them, and you may live to die another day.
Ah,
wow.
So I've been in Yellowstone, and the whole area has it's a wooden platform that you walk on. They have fencing around it, like just kind of like stick fencing, like nothing major. And there's signs every 20 feet. Like, please stay on the path.
If it doesn't say enough that someone has created a social media handle and has nickname, and they call these people Taurons.
Yes.
Like, that should tell you everything you need to know.
There were so many people when I went to Yellowstone that were putting sticks into the geyser or into the hot springs. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
It's hot.
Yeah.
What's it?
Oh, quit poking it with a stick.
No one. And I'm like, and there's adults, kids. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's the thing.
It's like, what the fuck are we doing
I think
here?
if you are so interested enough to visit one of these national parks, you should do a little homework on what you're going to.
They don't give a shit. They think they are able to because they paid their price to get into the park. And they think it's a fucking, amusement park. It's not.
Well, yeah, I guess based on some of those Amazon reviews or whatever, Yelp reviews of national parks.
Yeah. It's too wet.
There's nothing to do here.
I had to hike.
I got terrible cell reception.
People, stop being idiots. Please.
Well, I know none of our listeners would be so stupid as to do this.
Correct.
But for those of you in Alabama...
Hey, Roll Tide.
None of our listeners are in Alabama anymore. We chase them all away.
Hey, Brian.
We chase them into the aquarium at Bass Pro Shop.
Roll Tide over.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide over.
Roll
over Tide. Brian, or Jeff, give us some good news.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
we really don't have any big bombs to report.
Nope.
Just the top 5 going into this week. Number 1, Wonka made another $14.5 million, a total of $165 million on a $125 million budget.
It's a hit.
Everyone wants more Wonka.
Wonka 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Although apparently Hugh Grant hated doing it, and I don't think would come back.
Oh, that's a shame. He seems like
No, not Hugh Grant.
Well, when he plays the Oompa Loompas, or at least the
no.
one main Oompa Loompa.
the whole series is done.
Oh, no, not you. Not Hugh Grant, no.
Coming in at number 2, Night Swim made $12 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $15 million.
Hey, Brian.
Get out of the fucking pool. Just get out of the pool.
But there's a demon in it.
Just get out of the pool.
Now
know
they're going to
what?
do this again. They're going to go back in and swim again.
You know what? After doing the Yellowstone story, it makes sense that people would get back in.
The pool has no power on you if you are not in the pool.
No, but I can be in it. I'm allowed to be.
But I own the pool.
Yes.
I want to swim.
But there's a demon in it.
Well, the demon should get out of my pool.
I don't understand what the problem is
Yeah,
here.
demon,
You
get
know,
out of
if
the
they
pool.
would have hired Mike Rowe to come and clean this pool ahead of time.
Hey, demon, go to a trade school. You're being all lazy in your pool.
You're not just going to swim your life away. You're going to go learn how to do HVAC repair.
Oh, I guess your dad is Satan, so you don't think you have to do anything. Come on, demon.
If you really want to swim here, go learn how to fix pools.
Yeah.
Not kill people in them.
Yeah, why don't you get on a lobster boat in Alaska?
This isn't wibbly wobbly.
I've always wanted to be an electrician. Well, then go do it.
And speaking of haunted pools, at number 3, Aquaman and the Last Kingdom made $10.5 million, a total of $100 million on a $205 million budget.
Get out of the ocean.
Out the ocean. I mean,
Stay out of the ocean.
pretty simple.
Hey, Aquaman.
Stay out of the ocean, Aquaman won't attack you.
Or the lighthouse. He has the lighthouse.
I haven't really read anything great about this.
No, I've not. It's a shame. That's how the DCEU ended.
I mean,
Coming in at number 4, Migration made $10.3 million, a total of $78 million on a $72 million budget.
I enjoyed it.
Got his money's back.
Yeah,
It's
enjoyable.
monies.
Monies.
And finishing out the top 5, Anyone But You made $9.5 million, a total of $43.7 million on a $25 million budget.
Brian, I got the first one on this one.
no.
No, I do.
No.
Go ahead. What's upcoming this week?
I have a feeling you have the 2003 version.
No. Just go ahead.
Upcoming January 12th, 2024, we got Mean Girls.
Hey, did you see Mean Girls in 2003?
Yes.
Just put music to it.
And
That's
different
it.
actors.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, mostly
Tim
different
Meadows
actors.
is back.
Tim Meadows and I think Tina Fey are back.
Yeah. Just do that.
From the comedic mind of Tina Fey comes a new twist on the modern classic Mean Girls. New student Katie Heron is welcomed into the top of the social food chain by the elite group of popular girls called the Plastics, ruled by the conniving Queen Bee Regina George and her minions Gretchen and Karen. However, when Katie makes the major misstep of falling for Regina's ex-boyfriend Aaron, she finds herself prey in Regina's crosshairs. As Katie sets to take down the group's apex predator with the help of her outcast friends Janice and Damien, she must learn how to stay true to herself while navigating the most cutthroat jungle of all, high school.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Sounds exactly like the 2003.
Can you imagine if they really just re-released the 2003 and they just put music to it?
All they did was a new twist on and then wrote the exact same storyline.
Yes. What else?
We also have The Beekeeper.
I want to see this.
In The Beekeeper, one man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organization known as Beekeepers.
Jason Statham.
Statham.
My oldest son really enjoys me doing the impression on this one. I punched a bee.
God.
Hey, Jeff, I punched a bee. I kicked a bee.
So yeah, it's
I punched a shark.
Jason Statham, Josh Hutcherson,
Nothing like Jason Statham.
Jeremy
I punched a
Irons,
I'm Jeremy Irons.
Felicia Rashad, Minnie Driver.
Ooh, Mini Driver sighting.
Oh. Where's Matt Damon? I punched a bee.
Also coming out this week, we have The Book of Clarence.
Struggling to find a better life, Clarence is captivated by the power of the rising Messiah and soon risks everything to carve a path to a divine existence.
It's a comedy.
Oh, I was assuming it was another...
It is, but it's a religious comedy.
I was thinking it was another sequel to Sister Act.
Oh, I thought you were talking Book of Christ.
This is Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh, look, he's pretty cute.
James McAvoy.
He's pretty cute, too.
Alfre Woodard.
She's kind of cute.
David
Obiang...
Bass Reeves.
I punched a Messiah.
Whoa, that's his name.
Yes. Benedict Cumberbatch.
I like the cast. There's not one I've heard that is not good.
I punched a Messiah.
Why?
I punched a bee, Jeff. I punched a bee.
You are a bee.
Let's do some top 5 here. I want to see Beekeeper, though.
Yeah, it looks good.
It does.
Top 5.
What's top 5 this week?
According to this, it is our top 5 favorite final seasons of a television series.
Okay. I'll go first. Number 5 for me, the whole last season of 6 Feet Under. Not only had a tremendous series finale, the whole last season was good. Nate died, and just how the whole family coped with everything. Just a really good series overall. Last season really nailed it. And then the Chef's Kiss is the series finale. Brian, number 5?
Number 5 for me, I will go with Homeland.
Okay.
I think, what was that? 5, 6 seasons, maybe.
I don't know.
The first 2 were really good. The middle 2 were bad.
Ooh,
and then
bad,
in my opinion. And then it ended well.
Okay.
So yeah, Homeland.
Jeff?
My number 5, I have Lost.
Okay.
I thought it finished, the last season was a good season, especially because, like Brian said on his one, they lost their way in the middle there because they didn't know when they were going to end. Mm-hmm. So they kept adding stuff and whatnot. And then when they said, okay, this is ridiculous, we got a final day, then they were able to put together a complete story. And if you actually paid attention to the story instead of just assume what was going on, you would actually know what happened.
So, opposite of Blake.
Yes.
Okay. Number 4?
Number 4 for me, I have this Hobie.
Okay.
I picked Firefly and Watchmen.
That's my number 4 is Firefly. One season.
Their last season was a great season.
Yep.
And I picked Watchmen. Same reason. One season. The difference between the two, Watchmen, they created a great season, and then the creator said,
we're done.
I'm not going to ruin what we just did. Because HBO wanted more. Mm-hmm. But then with Firefly, it was Fox is like, we don't know what we got here. Screw y'all. We're canceling it.
Okay. Number 4, Brian?
Number 4 for me, I will say Parks and Recreation.
Oh, I struggled with that last season a lot. The time jump? I wasn't a big fan of it.
I wasn't opposed to it, but I didn't feel it lived up to most of the previous run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed, but also I understood why they did it.
Oh, I certainly understand why they did it.
Number 4. Sorry.
Oh, no, and it was, I'd rather have that than nothing.
Correct.
Sure.
And I mean, they did a good job of what they
did.
They had to work with. But no more Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
What was this thing that he always... Literally.
That literally is my favorite thing.
Number 4 for me was Firefly. My number 3 for me is... That's a tough one. I got 3 of them that are pretty close. I'll go with Seinfeld. I know people don't like the last episode. That's fine. It wasn't even that. The last season, I watched that a lot. The last season is really good.
Remember any plots they had? Or?
I can tell you here. I'll come back to me, but I'll tell you some of them. But
just wondering which episodes might have been from the last season.
I'll get you it. So yeah, go ahead, Brian. Then I'll come back to my Seinfeld things here.
It's my number 3?
Yeah.
My number 3, I'll go with The Wire.
Okay.
I never got into it. I tried to watch it, and I couldn't get actually past the first episode.
I had the same problem with that and Oz.
I didn't get sucked in yet. As soon as I get sucked into it, then I got me. But a lot of shows are taking a while to get me sucked in.
Both of those are Oz is fucked up.
Yes.
But is a really good series. But The Wire is, I mean, I've seen both of them multiple times, but The Wire I've seen probably 4 times now, 5 times. It's really, really good.
Just to let you know, Jeff, for Seinfeld, the butter shave, that's when George uses a cane. Yeah, but Kramer one was stupid.
Kramer thing was stupid.
But George uses a cane because they think he's injured. Or he's handicapped because they see him walking with a cane, so they give him his own bathroom.
The scooter. And,
yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. The voice. Hello.
I didn't like that one. That was annoying.
Let's see here. The Serenity Now.
Okay.
I love that one when Kramer has his own storm door. The Blood, which is not that great, but it's okay.
What's the good ones? Just give us the good ones.
Junk Mail. That's when Kramer protests the mail. He goes against the mail and they kidnap him.
I remember it.
Yep. Let's see here. The Merv Griffin Show, quite possibly one of my favorite ones. Kramer finds the set.
Okay.
The Slicer, where Kramer is a dermatologist. Slicer. Yep. And Jerry keeps making fun of his date. That's Dr. Pimple Popper.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh, cancer. India, where they go to India and the whole episode's backwards.
I
enjoyed that one.
I liked the backwards episode. That was
the apology where Jerry's girlfriend is naked all the time. Mm-hmm. And George is trying to get the apology from the guy that's going through the 12-step program. The Festivus one is Strike. Let's see.
That was the last season?
Mm-hmm.
Festivus was the last season?
Wow. Yeah. Yep. Let's see here.
I like it.
Reverse People, where they're talking about the wallet, and George has a giant wallet. Let's see here. The Burning, where Elaine learns Putty's religious, and he's like, "Oh, you're not married? No. Oh, you're both going to hell then." Let's see here. Yeah. So Frogger, when they're trying to get the Frogger machine across. The Maid, when Jerry's dating the maid, and that doesn't do it justice. And then you got the finale. So that last season is probably some of my favorite, especially Merv Griffin. So. Go ahead, Jeff. Number 3.
My number 3 is The Good Place.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
You knew it. I didn't know it.
I figured that was going to be on your list.
But no, it was every season, and that is so different than the season before, but still holds true to the show. And yeah, the last season was no different. It really took the show in a different direction and really well written and well done.
What was your number 2?
Number 2 for me is Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Again, that is a show that was a slog to get into. Mm-hmm. But once I got into it, then I bucked through it and then caught up in time for like the end of the last run of it. And that last run was real good.
Number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, let's go with The Shield.
So a lot of lists saying that, and it's not a show I really watched. So
I liked him better in The Commish.
He was great in The Commish.
He was. This is much, much different.
My number 2 is Succession. Love that show. Just ended this past year.
Yes, it did.
The final season was tremendous, even though my wife gave up on the series.
And
with
now
2
it's
episodes left.
With 2 episodes left?
3 episodes left. She gave up.
Wow. I think by that time I'm pot committed.
Yeah. Tom, you're such a dick. Love it, though.
I know it won a lot of Gold Globes this week.
It was good.
And I guess it'll win a lot of Emmys coming up next week.
I'm glad. I don't think you could keep going with this series. Like there had to be a quick, like a ending point sometime. You just couldn't do it. And number 1 for me, Sports Night.
Okay.
It was only 2 seasons.
Yeah, I guess the second season was better than the first.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
If only for they got rid of the laugh track.
They did, yeah. They got rid of the laugh track. And just the whole series, the last season was tremendous. I love that series. Hey, can't give yourself a nickname. I wanted to be called the Hammer. You know why I couldn't?
Because you can't give yourself a nickname.
Right. Hey, cut man. Rising, jabbing left. What? Number 1 for you?
Number 1 for me, I'm going to go with Justified, even though they brought it back and revived it, and I want them to keep going with it.
It was still the last season
It was
for the original run.
And it was quite a time, from when it ended till they brought it back. So I feel like they ended that run very, very well with that last season.
Yeah. Number 1?
Number 1 for me is Ted Lasso.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Damn it. That is a good series, the last season. Damn.
Yeah.
The whole series.
Love the series. I'm going to say each season was a little bit not quite as good as the one before it, but it was so good. It was still better than pretty much everything else on television.
Could you do
the worst of Ted Lasso is better than the best of anything else?
Could you do a top 5 of shows that never lost quality? I don't know.
You could.
But is it reasonable to think that?
I mean, you have
Besides Heroes and Ted Lasso.
Heroes is the prime example of a show that lost a lot of quality.
We did have a top 5 from Stork. He had Lost.
Hey, go Stork.
Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
Dexter.
Oh.
True Blood.
He's being a dick.
And The Office.
I think he's trolling us there.
It sure seems that way.
Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies had Friends because it's finally over.
Yep.
Supernatural, it's finally over. They did sit through a lot of Supernatural.
They did.
Murder, She Wrote, BoJack Horseman, and Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. I don't know what that says, but he's been promoting it.
I saw when I was making my list that a lot of people put BoJack Horseman on the list. And that's one I couldn't get into. I tried.
He said he still needs to finish Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, though. He just lets you guys know I will be on his show soon. We will be reviewing Time Machine with Guy Pearce. Wait.
Oh, wow. When are they? I didn't realize they were doing that.
Would you like to come on?
No.
Come on.
I don't want to rewatch that movie.
You can see his fiance get killed 37 times.
I don't want to rewatch that movie. I know Jim just recorded an episode with them about the Highlander television show.
Oh, okay.
Which should be coming out. It looks like their Highlander 2 episode just dropped this week.
Okay. And Mario Del Barrio, he had the finale of Newhart, which recalls Bob Hart's Newhart's previous show. Has to be one of the greatest of all time. I do agree the series finale, but this is season.
Yeah, the whole.
But you know what? You can go with the whole season of Newhart because I'll be honest, I watched that. It's a good season.
It pretty much is the same quality as the previous seasons. Yeah. It didn't really lose anything.
So there you go. Bad idea of the week, number 1201. Jumping into a Bass Pro Shop, swimming or aquarium. Don't do that. Don't do that. Probably number 52. Picking up wildlife in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
That should be higher.
Number 712.
Going
to Oxford instead of Miami,
Florida. Yep.
Get your Miamis straight, people.
Yeah. Yep.
When you get invited,
we have titles for the show.
To the portal.
Yes.
I've got a few.
I only wrote down one thing.
What is it?
Hodby, Hoffby, IHOB.
Wow. Let's see. I wrote down the polls. They lived. Roll Tide.
I think we've done They Lived several times.
I went to Oxford. Wrapped in bacon. And honest opinions beside information.
I have, is he a robot? You'll be king over my dead body. Aliens at the mall. Mall walker aliens. Getting hit by a trebuchet. And I punched a bee.
Well, we're not doing I punched a bee.
I punched a bee.
And anytime we say Trebuchet in the episode, you want to put it in the title. I noticed that.
I know. I love it. I love Trebuchet.
We've used it before.
I like that you'll be king over my dead body.
I mean, that's how it works.
It's true.
Okay. Okay. That's it? Okay, fine. We'll do it. Moving on. Anyways, everybody, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
We're not sure about Blake.
Let's see here.
See, Jim should be here because he said he got the black and white Oreos.
Yes, we're excited about that.
Yeah.
Hey, no snacks this week.
We had none.
I'll be honest. I gotta pick some up. Here. Maybe a trip to Jungle Gyms in my near future. So Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.